I'm frustrated. I've been frustrated before, but not to this extent right here. Why is this a thing? It didn't need to be a thing. I don't even know where to begin, so... Alright, let's talk about it. Hey everyone, how are you doing today? January 7th, and here's to a new video after I uploaded a live stream and a short yesterday. I'm legit afraid YouTube is going to email me asking me if I'm spamming them or something. I don't know, but uploading every day on this channel hasn't been too stressful. But it will get really bad when college rolls around again, so wish me luck, kings and queens, just saying. So if you want to save your boy from a life of misery, please make sure to hit that sub button as we get on to today's topic if you enjoy the video, okay? Thank you. Love you. So social media is in flames right now. At first it was already kind of bad because things got a little hectic with the Mickey Mouse business a few days ago, but the heat was dying down. However, the previous day, some shit went down. And I mean, some serious shit. I'm talking
shit you could not even imagine.
So, sit back and let me explain what went down, because for the sake of foreshadowing, I'm gonna throw the book at you.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So, a user by the name of, I don't know, let's just call him Freddy the Rizzler 69 or something basic like that. He sent an email to Scott trying to get an answer on one of the most frustrating questions this community has had for years now. It reads as follows. Hey Scott, I bet you've gotten lots of emails like this before, but it's been a concern of mine on what the canonicity of the Fazbear Frights and Tales from the Pizzaplex books are. I previously remember you saying some in Fazbear Frights are directly connected to the games, but what exactly does that mean? This debate has been really big and really tiring, and I was wondering if you would provide an answer. Now, normally questions like this get ignored because Scott loves being vague and leaving people to get frustrated, but out of nowhere he replied and said this. I understand your concern, and it's been a growing concern within the community what the novels entail for the canon of FNaF. You brought up what I said in a Steam post years back, and that still applies even now, but I've noticed there has been a difference in opinion in regards to what I said, which I understand. I had created the Fazbear Frights novella series in order to clear up confusion regarding the story. But I now realize that by doing so, I'd only contributed to more confusion, as my intentions had not come off as clear as I thought they were. I've avoided giving an explicit answer ever since that Steam post. I wanted to see if the fanbase could figure it out themselves. And so, I did try and steer people towards the correct interpretation, by leaving hints in Security Breach, but it doesn't seem like they were noticed by a lot of people. I don't want to see people bicker and fight like this. It reminds me of the Bite of 87 and mic track debates. It's not something I necessarily am fond of seeing. Which, you know, that's an absolute lie. I've gone a long time without giving an explicit and clear answer, so I feel like I can end this now. The Fazbear Frights books have certain stories which are in the continuity of the games, those stories being the ones that connect to the larger plot line concerning Andrew, Larson, and Jake. And Tales from the Pizzaplex's entirety is in the continuity of the games. I tried to bridge that gap with Frailty, but that didn't quite turn out how I expected. I hope I was able to be of help. For those who don't understand, the FNaF books are a wide range of multiple lines of literature by Scott Cawthon that were always meant to just be a parallel to the series. There's the original trilogy, Fazbear Frights, Tales of the Pizzaplex, a survival logbook, multiple guidebooks, and a cookbook which I recently got so I could finally try some officially licensed Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. It was actually really good despite how it looked in comparison. Now, what's the problem with all these books being canon? Oh, I don't know, maybe it's to explain how a man could get a bloated stomach and cut it open, then a baby springtrap crawls out, or the time a bunch of little bonnie fish multiply and eat someone from the inside, or the time a woman turns into a human gummy and gets eaten by kids, Fazgoo, a time-traveling ball pit, seeing animatronics through cardboard glasses, the list goes on. There's absolutely no way that someone could possibly explain any of this. It is just too bizarre, and frankly, I always just dismissed the books as a separate continuity, but with this, I simply couldn't ignore it. People were freaking out online, but it was only going to get worse, because thankfully though, it turns out that this Scott Cawthon was an imposter. The actual Scott Cawthon replied to all of this by saying, I'm not sure if the email itself was faked, or if someone posing as me sent it, but anyone who knows me after all these years should know that this isn't how I would address such a serious topic. And so there we go. Scott was impersonated, so we don't have to take anything he said in consideration. Thank you for restoring balance, Mr. Cawthon. You are indeed the best. Wait, what are you doing, Scott? Why am I seeing more words? Scott, wait, you said enough. Scott, wait! Unfortunately, this response goes on to what I personally believe is the worst confirmation this guy has ever made. I'll read it out to you. So let me take this opportunity to be as clear as possible. Concerning what people are saying about the canonicity of the books, yes, that is correct. I hope that clears things up. Everyone have a great weekend. Well, definitely not using these sites for a bit. I've just been scrolling through this over and over again. The same image on both apps. It is genuinely that bad out there. So, what are all my thoughts? Well, I posted on Reddit about it as follows, saying, I'm not gonna pull up the same image over again. We know what happened recently. It's not cool to impersonate someone else, especially if it's to answer a genuine question from a genuine fan, and to allow that fake answer to be posted to trick people on top of that. Scott responded, of course, to saying, yeah, he wasn't him, but then gives a frustrating answer to the initial question with, yes, that is correct. He worded it in a way where multiple meanings can be dissected, and almost all of them throws the lore completely into a dumpster fire. Sister Location and Help Wanted was bad for this, but not as bad as possibly insinuating the insanity of the books could be canon, because there's absolutely no way of explaining any of the nonsense in them. I always just saw the books as dumb fun, but if these things are actually canon in any way, I'm gonna have an aneurysm. And there you have it. Scott took a situation down but chose to be his usual self and be cryptic again just so we could get pissed off once more. If there were a time to quit FNaF theorizing, I'm afraid that time is now. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care now. Love y'all.